welcome to the One White, One Brown podcast with me, Jack.
And me, Smaj.
Me.
Well awake today.
Welcome all.
Welcome. What's going on?
Yeah, good mate, you?
Chilling, you know how it is.
Yeah. Been up to much since the last podcast?
Well,
or?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Don't you remember what we did
Oh,
Saturday?
well, yeah. I thought we'd get to this later, but we're straight in.
We will
okay.
get right into it later, but we went to watch The Gentleman, finally got to see it. I'm not going to tell you what I thought yet. We'll get into that a bit later.
Yeah.
Other than that, just football. Ooh, bagged the cheeky hat-trick on Friday again.
Tiny.
Yeah, and Sunday I smacked bare goals, and I don't know how many. That was five-a-side, didn't it?
Standard.
But yeah, man. Other than that,
nice.
Yeah, just surviving this wind.
Yeah. I know. Speaking of wind, I did a couple of videos on the YouTube channel.
Wind, gas,
gas 'em. If anyone's interested, check them out. Just a couple of new features that we're doing on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
One's called Facts Friday.
Yeah.
And the other, Smaj?
Crackpot Monday.
Okay.
There's no reason I had to say that. I'm not a crackpot, but you know.
No.
You know how it is.
Just other things.
Yeah, man. That's. Hopefully, we'll have stuff coming on there. You know, quite regular.
Yeah.
I mean, as often as we can, really.
Yeah. It's just like the Fact Friday is just something that I thought would be good. You know, to fill everyone's minds with useless information.
Yeah,
everyone needs it. To
be honest, the Monday one. I mean, shall I talk about it? I mean,
crack on. Yeah.
So. I had more to say on that. I could have carried that on for a bit. But if you ain't seen it, Monday's episode of Crackpot Monday is about... Well, Jack, you tell it, and then I'll carry it on, innit? Because obviously, you know a few more of the facts based on this specific thing.
What, for the one coming this...
No, for the one you just did.
Oh, for the one that I just
the weather.
did. So basically just kind of came across a conspiracy that I had to do a bit of a double take on, where basically Obama can control the weather, and people in America specifically, and this what shocked me the most was that it was newspapers that were pushing this thing first. Basically, they kind of latched onto this outrageous idea that he was using I think it's called like a...
Do you have to say exactly what it was?
A high-frequency active auroral research program.
That is it, I think, as well. That's actually, they got that right.
Pro, mate. Absolute pro.
Well done.
But, so, look, when I research properly, you know.
Yeah,
I get into it and
I wouldn't have been able to remember that even if I researched
based in
properly,
Alaska. And basically it uses electromagnetic waves to control the weather. Now, how it does that, I have no idea. I'm not like... I may be good at researching things and repeating things and all that kind of stuff, but as far as understanding the kind of actual workings of it, I ain't got a cat and mouse chance.
Yeah, no, I weren't going to start talking like that. Like some top scientists, because otherwise I'd probably be working.
But no, I know you know.
Yeah, so on that, the weather manipulation thing.
Oh, basically, it goes on to the conspiracy goes on to say. Sorry, Smaj. The conspiracy goes on to say.
It's cool.
That he used this program, this research program, to control the weather and create Hurricane Sandy. And
which one was Sandy?
I believe it was the one that devastated
New Orleans.
Was that New Orleans?
I don't know.
I thought it was because usually the down south, isn't it? I thought it was like Florida or somewhere like that where they get.
I'm not sure.
God knows. Anyway, I may have misquoted where it was then in the video. May have mucked up there, but I believe it was
YouTube comments coming incoming. You don't know what you're fucking talking about, man. Screw you, man. Go to hell.
Bring it on. Listen to the podcast. I apologise for it. So yeah, basically he used it to do that to just get re-elected for the next presidency, because it obviously showed that he cared for the people down there, and it was maybe a marginal seat, or not seat because it's not like how it is over here, but it was an area where he could probably do better in, and he did do better in because he went down there and showed that he cared and all, looked like the nice guy. Now, I don't agree with that or think that was the case at all.
Yeah.
I don't believe that the weather can be manipulated in such a way to create a super tornado or storm that hurricane or whatever. Like, it's.
Have you seen Geostorm, one of the worst disaster movies ever?
Yeah,
it's a similar concept.
I think
to
we spoke about it on the podcast.
It's a similar concept to that. You know how they had those devices that create some sort of electromagnetic thing that causes certain stuff to happen.
Yeah.
Appreciate the science there, but
well, no, that was to stop the weather.
That was to stop it, but it's a similar sort of thing,
Yeah.
concept. The idea, even when I've read about it or watched the YouTube stuff on it. It goes into it a bit, but sometimes I think, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're on about, because that's some serious fucking science. You can tell us about it, but don't try and tell us exactly what it does, because you probably aren't right. Anyway, so what they're saying is, in relation to that hurricane that wiped out that place, sorry if anyone from America is listening, I don't remember where all of your disasters take place, because all the ones in the movies take place in America as well, and sometimes it's hard to keep track. But they're saying that hurricane that hit was artificial, because they went on record to say, someone said, a scientist, or it might have been Obama, that said it could not have done more damage, so it was the perfect amount of damage to destroy that exact area and stuff like that. So they're saying it was artificial because of that. But then this whole thing goes back even further. What I was saying to you last time, this whole thing goes back even further, where I've seen some stuff where apparently, I genuinely think that the government and military technology is way more advanced than what they release to the public. And the reason it doesn't come out right away is because they haven't found a way to restrict it, so that public can only get a certain use out of it. That's what I think anyway. And it's believable. But anyway, what they're saying is, in the Vietnam War, America used that technology to cause rains, and because the Vietnamese soldiers had to sort of go through swamps and shit, it caused the water to come up, and it slowed them down and allowed American forces to turn up, and they still got battered and sent home. But that's the thing, they're saying that apparently it goes that far back, and now it's obviously more advanced because they've altered the technology or whatever. But who knows, eh?
It was something, I just couldn't quite believe what I was reading. It was one of those moments again, and I say that quite a lot, but like, now I've got into like kind of researching stupid news and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, 100%. You start noticing more weird shit.
There's so many stupid people out there.
Yeah. Because you're actively trying to find something funny to read, you will find more dumb shit. Like, we've not even started going into Florida Man headlines yet. Have you ever seen some of those?
No, I've not.
Bro, you gotta do it. To me. They're just the dumbest shit that you can think of. Stuff that you wouldn't think people would do. Like, it's what I said last time, the whipped cream on the face to rob a bank. That kind of shit is what this is. There's so many Florida Man headlines, like Florida Man leaves wife for alligator and shit like that. Just the most random shit. But these are actual headlines from Florida. So Florida Man became like a mad trending thing on Twitter and Instagram, innit?
Nuts.
But do yourself a favour, read some of that. Some of it's fucking wicked. And it's got the story about it as well, of how it allegedly happened and that. It's mad.
Crazy. No, I've got a few more that I kind of came across, obviously, for the next few kind of videos that we're going to do. You've done one coming up for next Monday. So.
Friday Fact, innit?
Oh, you've done Friday Fact.
We've got a double bubble coming this week now.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's
doubling
up. Yeah, absolutely. Two for the price of one.
How lucky are these lot? Well, the people that listen.
Oh, extreme. Extreme.
Innit? Fucking hell, I forgot about that. But how lucky are these lot? Now they get to see our face.
Well,
you know what I mean?
They might soon unsubscribe if they.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but I just wanted to get straight into stupid news.
Yeah, man, go for it.
Move it along a little bit. I came across two great articles today. I didn't know which one to do first, and the first one I'm going to do is also quite tragic, but it's also
pretty stupid.
Okay. Now I'm going to read this. I'm just going to read this. Good Samaritan tries to save neighbour from dog attack, accidentally shoots and kills him. with crossbow.
What? What? Wait. Say that. Read that again.
Good Samaritan trying to save neighbour from dog attack accidentally shoots and kills him. ... So ellipses with crossbow.
Firstly, is that what the ... dot's called?
Yeah, ellipses.
Shit, didn't know that. Secondly, who the fuck tries it with a crossbow? That's mad.
But like, it got me because I was expecting to read gun,
Shotgun,
something like
assault
that.
rifle.
I read on, and it kind of tragic that this guy had taken in these 2 pit bulls for a couple of years, but they'd obviously not been, well behaved throughout it. But it's not that he tried to
sort
them
out,
out,
like
innit?
Strays or whatever, or rescue.
So it wasn't like he was treating them bad or anything like that. And one of them started to attack him in his home, and then the other one joined in, and he was screaming for help. And his neighbour had a crossbow. That's all he had. But he was, from the sounds of the article, he was, and how some in the apartments there's like one on the bottom level, and then there's like a wooden staircase up to the top one or something like that. It was kind of like that situation, and apparently he was at the bottom of the staircase, and he just shot through the door.
Oh.
And it got the guy in some way, and it also got one of the dogs, and then one of the dogs escaped, or it nicked one of the dogs and didn't kill it, and then when the police came and sorted it all out, one of the dogs was killed, and then the other dog ran away, and then later was killed.
Oh, poor guy, poor dogs.
Yeah, it's a horrific story, but it's also like extremely stupid to think that you can save someone, not only to save someone with a crossbow, but to be able to shoot it through a door to save the person that...
Yeah, America's mad.
Stupid.
That place, I swear, if I lived there, I don't know what I'd do, because I think because there's so many people, there's so many stupid people.
You looking how you look...
Oh, mate, I wouldn't get in, actually.
It wouldn't happen, probably.
I wouldn't get there. Yeah, you're right. I'd have to,
And that sounds horrendous. I can't believe I've just said that. And I don't believe that should be the case, but I honestly feel like even if you got there, you'd have trouble, bro.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be...
Wonder what kind of bomb he's got strapped to him.
It wouldn't be Yellow Brick Road for you.
He looks like Bin Laden. Fucking knobhead. But that's not all of them. Let me just say.
Maybe they think you're too short for that, though.
Cheers. Cheers, mate. Thanks for the reminder. But we can't say all of them are that bad, but a lot of them are, man. A lot of them are fucking stupid, man.
Yeah.
That place, that's what it is. It's so big. There's bound to be
so many of them. That,
there's got to be a lot of stupid people.
A higher volume of
stupidity.
Stupid.
That's why some of the funniest shit you hear comes out of America.
Yeah.
It's crazy over there, man.
Crazy. Well, this next one comes from YouTube, and basically it's not obviously from YouTube. It's a rollingstone.com. It's kind of an internet provider for news. It's a little bit like a Yahoo kind of thing. It basically says that, and this kind of links into a bit of conspiracies that we've been talking about, and I've actually got the article because I was reading it, and it's not too bad. It kind of talks a little bit in depth about certain things, but it says that YouTubers, QAnon YouTube, do you know what QAnon is? Who QAnon are? They're basically like a bit of a not conspiracy group, but they're people that would kind of warn from taking medicines and use herbal remedies to sort your cancer out.
Right, okay.
Or to, don't take the flu jab, it's poisonous, and you can save your kids by doing other things, and then some kid dies because they one mum listened to her. And
is that the same as like those people that don't believe in hospitals and would rather just pray?
Similar.
Similar. I only know about that.
I don't think these people have it's not religious. Their
it's just all nature. It's like almost just like vegan.
It's maybe just a kind of a bad view on the government, man. Said in a hippie voice, but not meant to stereotype anyone.
Yeah, okay, I know what you mean. It's all the government, man.
Yeah, mind control, man.
Yeah, MK Ultra. Like MK Ultra.
Yeah.
Get into that one day.
So basically, yeah, I'll go to the article, but it was kind of saying I didn't even get to it. The YouTubers are telling
I've just seen the headline.
QAnon YouTubers are telling people to drink bleach to ward off coronavirus. Now, it's not necessary. I guess
Ain't it common knowledge that you don't fucking drink bleach?
Pretty common knowledge.
But again, common sense isn't very common, so...
There we go.
Oh, that is fucking joke.
Opening of it kind of says, as coronavirus spreads across the globe, the Chinese authorities confirming nearly 6,000 cases and 132 people dead as of Wednesday. It goes on. One terrifying example, so they're obviously talking about... here we go. Prime opportunities. For some conspiracy theorists, however, it served as a prime opportunity to spread misinformation and baseless rumours about the disease, some of which are potentially extremely dangerous. One terrifying example, QAnon supporters are encouraging people to drink MMS, or Miracle Mineral Solution, a bleaching agent that has been touted as a miracle cure by anti-vaxxers and other fringe groups, to ward off coronavirus. And despite restrictions on the content on platforms like YouTube, it is nonetheless fairly easy to find. It's absolutely crazy.
That's mad. They're going to kill off bare people that do that.
It goes on to say, the elaborate conspiracy theory purporting that Donald Trump is waging a secret war against the...
Chinese?
Against the ring of Democratic child sex abusers has been promoting MMS as a cure for coronavirus on Twitter. So it's basically this one guy, or QAnon, sorry, not this one guy, QAnon had been saying that kind of stuff is kind of happening and all that kind of stuff. It's unbelievable to say that they are then saying that it can do that kind of stuff.
See, that's one of the worst things about the internet. Anyone can put any old bullshit out and people are gullible enough to just believe it, man.
Yeah. Just trying to read on to where since the spread of the disease was initially reported, he has devoted his Twitter to the... that's about some guy now.
That is mad. Drink bleach to avoid the coronavirus. Is it corona or coroner?
Goodness knows. There's actually different types of it as well. But
it's evolving already.
It's
been around about 2 weeks.
That's the thing as well. I don't think it has. I think it's something.
You think it's just affecting people differently?
I think it's... I don't know. I don't really know enough about it, but I've it's like avian flu or something like that, like bird flu or swine flu or mad cow disease. There's always kind of permutations of it. There's always something. But yeah, it was just an absolutely crazy.
That's a bit
crazy
fucking
article.
Mad. That's mad.
I know. I couldn't quite believe that people would actually maybe potentially listen to this.
That's so irresponsible of that. Whoever that QAnon person is.
Well, I don't necessarily know if it's a group. I believe it's a group.
Whatever it is, that's well irresponsible. Because I bet you they got bare kids following them. Kids are going to start drinking bleach.
Yeah.
If you can get hold of it anywhere. I mean, if it's plant fertilizer kind of, innit? You said, I'm sure it said something like that in the name.
Miracle Mineral Solution.
That sounds like something for plants. No idea, but that is not good.
It's bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is bad.
That is fucked.
So yeah, and just kind of leading on to just pointless information.
Yeah.
Something that I thought you'd like is I came across this, and I'm going to do this in a video soon.
Okay.
I'm going to do it later so people forget it and then just watch the video.
Yeah.
But basically, it's one of the facts. So I was going to do a Friday fact.
Okay.
But it's in Russia. I don't know if you knew, but they only in 2011, I believe it might be. They've only just made illegal anything less than 10%. So anything.
What, alcohol?
Yeah. So basically, in Russia, if it was up to 10%, it was classed as a soft drink.
What's the limit over here? I'm sure it doesn't even get to 10.
It's 0, bruv. If it's a soft drink, it's classed as
No,
a 0%.
not for a soft drink. I mean, just normal, generally, because the alcoholic drinks here, I'm sure they got a limit that they can go up to.
Oh no, you can get super strength beer and shit like that. But
wait, can you not? You can get Russian vodka, can't you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's not necessarily about. What I'm saying is,
that's mad.
Over here, soft drinks are Coca-Cola.
Yeah, 7-Up, Fanta, Dr. Pepper.
Juice.
Yeah. Rubicon.
Water.
Yeah.
That kind of shit. Over there, you can get a 10% beer and it'd be classed as a soft drink.
So how much over the limit do you have to be to be driving? That's fucked.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And so basically what they've done, or they did in 2011, because I think there was a bit of a fucking alcohol problem, if you ask me, over there.
They drink a lot over there because it keeps you warm. So they drink like the most hardcore vodkas about, or something. Like the strongest stuff you get is from there, apparently. Yeah. So that's crazy, man.
It was one of those things where you kind of reading and you go, they've only just made... What? Not even... It was a double reaction, because I was like, what? They've only just made it illegal in 2011? And I was like, hold up. That means for time, these Russians have been drinking soft drinks. Obviously, they know they're not soft drinks, but they've been getting away with drinking that kind of stuff, and it'd be classed as a soft drink.
That's so fucking crazy, man.
No wonder they're all fucking hard bastards.
Innit? Well, they're in the cold all the time as well, isn't it? It's because most of Russia, as far as I know anyway, but a lot of Russia's bare cold, isn't it? Like, there's some parts of Russia that you can't even live in because it's so cold, because it goes so far north.
Yeah, I think...
I'm sure the whole place isn't populated because of how cold some areas are. There probably are people living there, but they haven't trekked out there, innit?
Yeah. I think it kind of goes over into, like, the Mongolian steppe and all of that kind of stuff as well. It kind of goes into that kind of area as well.
Have you heard Russia locked off the borders to, what do they border? Right on the right-hand side, they border, is it China? No. They border somewhere in Asia, but they've locked off the borders. No one's allowed to cross that border.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Is it China?
I'm pretty sure it is China, but I'm pretty sure it all kind of goes into
I couldn't remember if it was China,
I think it goes like Russia and then Mongolia and then...
Yeah, because that's how Genghis Khan smashed it, innit? He went through there. Yeah, so they've locked off the borders. People cannot cross that border at all. It's crazy. And then just on that, because we're talking about borders, I saw this article. I don't know how old it is, but it made me die. So, you know the wall that they're putting up between America and Mexico? Yeah. When the weather got really windy and it blew the wall over.
I did, yeah, I heard it. Stupid. Absolutely
I love that. I love shit like that.
Yeah, no.
That's just the funniest shit. I love it.
Just another strange one that I thought you'd enjoy. I wasn't necessarily going to do a video on this one, but seagulls.
Called albatrosses.
Not necessarily that, also that, but it was something that I wanted to tell you when we went to see The Gentleman, when my car got absolutely drenched in seagull shit.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit
on it.
I was a little bit annoyed.
It was just a little redecoration job, man.
It wasn't like it was just one bit though. It was like fucking 14 blops on my car.
In the time that we were watching the movie as well, because it was clear when we fucking went in.
Couldn't believe it.
Yeah, but what were you saying? Seagulls.
Anyway, seagulls. There's no such thing. The word seagull is actually an informal way of referring to a species that belongs to the family, the Laridae, or basically the gulls. There is not actually a single species called seagull.
Yeah, they're not actually called seagulls anyway, innit?
Arguably, the most of our gulls are large, belligerent herring gulls. The most likely to steal your chips at the beach.
Oh, herring, yeah.
The herring gulls, yeah.
Look at me speaking like I actually know what birds are about.
The bird creates like mixed emotions in the UK, don't you think?
I mean,
I don't know. For me,
it's just a bird, isn't it? It's just doing its thing. Yeah, it's doing its thing, isn't it?
But like,
I mean, I've been shot on by a bird. It's not a pleasant feeling, but I mean, birds are birds. It's doing their thing, isn't it? They do their thing up there.
But no, they're never out at sea.
I was about to say that. Shit, you beat me to it.
If you know,
they're not actually at sea.
yeah, if they're always around, they're always around somewhere where they can land, isn't it? So technically, they should be called langurs, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. I knew that though. You beat me to it though.
Cuff me. Yes,
Come on,
G.
bear useless knowledge.
So yeah, that's stupid news.
Yeah. I mean, the stuff I saw mostly this week was bare serious, and I'm not really up for discussing that right now. If I'm honest.
That's for another time.
Yeah, that's for another day when I want to depress everyone and that.
But I just want to get into the gentleman. But before I want to get into the gentleman, I just want to kind of say, I don't know if you've seen it. You probably definitely have. I don't know if you guys out there have seen it. It's a spiral of this.
Saw.
It's a spin-off of
Saw with
Saw.
Sam Jackson and Chris Rock.
It's called Spiral.
Yeah, that was a bit random, innit?
Crazy, but it actually looks alright.
Yeah, they're the feds trying to catch someone or something. But
People
then at the end of the
that,
trailer, Chris Rock's sitting there and he picks up a sort of like a, what's that, hacksaw?
Yeah.
That was called? I don't know.
Yeah.
I ain't really a tool guy. It's some type of saw. It's the one with a square in it, the one you get at school.
Yeah, I think it's a hacksaw. Yeah.
He gets that out at the end of the trailer, so it looks like he's about to do a little chop-off job. Yeah. But I mean, Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson, I never thought they'd be part of the Saw franchise, you know.
No, and that tells me that it could be something different.
Yeah. That'll be worth a watch, I reckon. I saw the trailer. That looks alright.
Samuel L. loves...
You reckon he's going to say, motherfucker?
Absolutely. He loves a motherfucker.
You almost got it in Avengers as well at the end of Infinity War. Spoiler alert, he fucking fades away. He goes, mother, and then fades. I was like, ah!
So nearly. But yeah, no, I thought that was quite interesting, and I might be interested to...
Before we get into the gentleman, though, there is something major that we forgot to talk about last time.
Go on.
The MCU Super Bowl ad. The TV spot.
Oh, yeah.
The Winter Soldier, Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision and Loki. Mm-hmm. Come on, what we saying?
Super gassed.
I know we had a little chat about this, but you know how it is. I mean, for me, I said it to you as well. Vision's your favourite, like, he's one of your favourite guys.
One of my favourites.
So, I mean, I know you're looking forward to that, but I was looking forward to WandaVision more than the others. Loki, yeah, but that's just because Loki, like, Tom Hiddleston plays that character too well, innit?
Yeah.
Falcon Winter Soldier, that Zemo's back.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know how he gets out of wherever he is. But
it's the guy that reactivated him, innit? Like, and started like in the one with
Ultron. No.
Oh, Zemo's the one with
Zemo's Civil War.
Yeah.
Civil War.
Yeah.
Zemo's Civil War. Yeah, so my man's back. So obviously he didn't die at the end. Yeah. Obviously he didn't die at the end. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna watch him. Obviously, we're fans. We're gonna watch it. Whether we like it or not is a different story, but we're going to watch it, and to be fair, I have faith in them. But WandaVision looks the best. Loki, there's not much to go on. We can just cover that quickly. At the end of the trailer, you get to see Loki, and he says, I'm going to burn this place to the ground, or something like that.
In a real husky,
like an
Loki
evilish
voice.
sort of voice. But what I noticed straight away is his outfit. It looked like he was in prison overalls, and he's got handcuffs on.
Yeah.
Clocked that first watch. I was like... Pfft. Then I watched the breakdown video of it, and they said that on his outfit it's TV something, which is a time. Basically, it's an agency that manages time travel, and that's what's on his thing. And obviously, according to what they said when they first said the Loki show was coming out, there's going to be a bit of time travel involved. So that's that. But WandaVision, come on. That looks sick.
Yeah.
I said it time, but I called it. It's going to all be in her head. Vision's not going to come back to life. But he technically is, because in the comics, one of her main powers is being able to switch realities. So in one reality, he's probably alive. So that's what's going to happen. I reckon she's going to lose herself in it, and it'll be the birth of the X-Men in it.
Okay.
But I reckon the X-Men's birth won't come at the end of WandaVision. It'll come at the end of Doctor Strange. Because WandaVision, I reckon at the end of WandaVision, the end credit scene we get is a Doctor Strange clip. That's what I think.
That would also be very good for me, because he is another one of my favourites.
He's so sick. But yeah, man, that was...
I don't know whether it's... Obviously, it's the character
Nah, Benedict. I'm a big Benedict fan, man.
But for me, like, I've got Doctor Strange comic books. I've got Vision comic books. I'm a fan of both of them. Like, I have other comic books, obviously, but
yeah, but I mean, you always have the ones that you want to get more of.
I'm looking for those like Vision and Doctor Strange comic books because they're the guys that I love the most, and so I have more of them. But that would be awesome for me if we saw that at the end of WandaVision.
I reckon that's happening.
That would be awesome.
Like, either she'll be tripping out or something and Doctor Strange will turn up, or through the reality jumping, she'll run into him or something like that.
He's the only one that can save her with that kind of shit.
Exactly. And obviously his movie is The Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
So we know, and obviously based on the WandaVision clips that we got, there's bare different shit going on.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing each episode will be in a different reality until the last one is probably where it's going to all come together and that. You know, if I get this right, I mean, one of these theory guys better just holler me and give me a job. Really, that's what they should do. Because I'm starting to get good at noticing these little things in these adverts. Yeah, I'm starting to get good at it.
You definitely you pick up on more stuff than I do.
Yeah, I fully analyse the shit. I refuse to watch them on my phone, innit? I come home, put them on my TV, and I lean right forward and I'm just analysing the shit out of it, just trying to notice all the little things. But you still miss bare. You miss loads. While we're on end credits, I know I've said it before, but I just want to say it again. Blade definitely, in my opinion, will turn up at the end of Morbius end credit scene. They'll introduce Blade. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and for me, it won't be good unless they do that.
Yeah, they have to. That is what better opportunity have they got to get a vampire hunter in it? Yeah. And then I told you about the end deleted scene of Blade, innit, where he comes out and Morbius is on a roof. Yeah. So I mean, that, yeah. That's good. The other thing that I wanted to mention.
Go on.
9-9!
Yeah.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine's back, everyone. Starting on Thursday, 2-episode special. 9-9!
Oh, I love that program, man.
Yeah, it's just as good as ever. Yeah. Still good, man. Sandberg smashes it.
Me and Grace need to watch season 6 because it's now it's season 7 now.
I think season 6 is getting put on Netflix soon. I'm sure I saw something about that.
That would also make me very happy.
Yeah, I'm sure I saw something about that because they got the first 5 seasons, right? Yeah, so they'll update it. But yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes. It's pretty good, man.
Is it season 7 or is it 8?
7.
7.
But they've been renewed for another season.
Yes.
Yeah, because I saw Andy Samberg's interview.
All the same people still in it.
Yeah. There's. I mean, you got to watch. I don't want to ruin it for you because I know you like it as much as I do.
I don't want any new characters, but as long as all the same.
Yeah. It's cool, standard, all the same lot because they love it as well. I think like Samberg came on a Jimmy Fallon show. And
Hitchcock and Scully.
I love Hitchcock and Scully.
The jokes, man.
Imagine he came on and he said to the camera, he goes, I want Bruce Willis to come on the show.
Okay.
But forget that, Hitchcock and Scully, you've seen the episode where it shows you back in the day.
Yeah.
And they're both fucking these beefcakes. They're battering them, have a drink. Oh, it's sick.
Hitchcock is just...
Have you noticed on little things, yeah? So in the new episode, there's just one little thing I noticed. It's not a spoiler. But I'm going to rewatch some of the old stuff and see if I can clock this. They're eating a pizza, and on the top part of the box, they've got tape splitting it, and on one side it's got an S, and on one side it's got a H. I clocked it, and I started dying. I was like, yeah. I was like, come on, man, Hitchcock and Scully, legendary shit. Legendary.
Also, just before we get into The Gentleman, and we will get into that.
Yeah.
I've been watching The Stranger.
Oh, Netflix. Yeah, man.
That's pretty decent. Grace and I have got into like episode 3 now. I think we're just about to get our teeth into episode 4. It's good. It's good. It's
worth to watch.
Yeah, it's kind of like crime and soft thriller mixed.
Don't mind a bit of that.
But it's done in a way that's like quite modern in terms of there's a storyline that's got kind of children in it.
Yeah.
And then there's an adult storyline alongside it, and they're obviously connected in some way, potentially. And it's like a fast-paced kind of drama, but a really good one. I wouldn't say it's the best.
It's worth a watch, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mentioned it. My nephew Oli, shout out Oli.
Yeah.
He told me to watch it. He said it's pretty good. I just haven't got around to doing it yet. Also, before we get into the gentleman, I've just seen another note on my phone that I thought you might want to know.
Go on.
So they've released a synopsis for the Flash movie they're making.
Okay.
Have you seen Flashpoint Paradox?
I think you might have mentioned it briefly.
So for anyone who hasn't seen Flashpoint Paradox, it's probably the best Flash comic run / animated movie of the Flash. Like, it's one of the best. So what happens is he goes, like, if you know Flash's story, his mum got killed when he was quite young, and his dad got sent to jail for life. Yeah. So he's working on getting his dad out. Blah blah blah. He becomes a Flash, and Barry Allen, yeah, not Wally West. So what he does is, obviously, as he's getting better with his powers, he figures out this thing that he can tap into called a Speed Force. Okay. Speed Force, when he gets to a certain level, he's able to time travel, because obviously he's moving that fast, which scientifically kind of makes sense as well, which is why I fucking love comics, because there is sometimes scientific reasoning behind shit. But so he goes back in time, he saves his mum, he finds out that his mum was murdered by Reverse Flash. Obviously the movie probably won't go exactly like this, but when he saves his mum, it has a butterfly effect on the universe. So what happens is, in the alleyway, instead of Bruce Wayne's mum and dad getting killed, Bruce Wayne gets killed, his mum goes insane and becomes the Joker, and his dad becomes some fucking hardcore gunslinging Batman, innit?
What?
It is fucking sick! That's what the synopsis for the movie, so they're saying it's based on the Flashpoint Paradox run. That is one of the baddest Flash runs that I've ever seen or read, and it is sick. So sick. So yeah, that's what they was talking about it for time. They've been saying, yeah, it's going to happen. No, then it got cancelled, then it got delayed, then it got reput, then it got delayed. All this other shit kept happening, and eventually we just thought it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But finally,
oh my God,
they've announced they're doing it, and they said they're doing the Flashpoint Paradox run. So yeah, man, if they do it right, that could potentially be fucking epic.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be very good.
But because it's based on the Flash, they'll do it more like the animated movie, where they don't show the Batman and Joker stuff much.
Yeah. You
get to see it. You get to see, like, moments, but you don't get to see much of it. But it's still sick. It's still pretty sick, man. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there quickly, because if anyone's a comic fan, I know you like Batman. So if you like Batman, you've seen the Flash and the rest of the gang in it.
And if you don't like Batman,
what are you doing with your life? That Batman, mate. That guy's
the words right out of my mouth.
That guy's the ultimate guy. But on to what we were actually planning to talk about.
The Gentleman.
Brilliant movie.
Let's get sunk in.
Fucking loved it. Bugsy Malone, surprisingly, to me anyway, I didn't think he'd be that as good as he was. Because he's not... I thought he'd just play himself, like a roadman. I know he's not a roadman anymore, blah, 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 but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I thought he'd just play that, but he doesn't. He plays like... his character's a bit dumb, but at the same time, he's not really that dumb.
Yeah, no, he's very athletic.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's a very good movie. It's a Guy Ritchie movie. So
I've not seen a shit Guy Ritchie movie.
But when I say that to people that maybe haven't necessarily seen a lot of them, if you kind of compare it to any movie that he does, they're all similar, aren't they? Yeah. They all have a certain style.
One of my mates said he didn't like The Gentleman because it was similar, and I was like, yeah, but it's a Guy Ritchie movie. If that's what's good, you know it's coming, but you don't know what's coming.
Yeah.
Like, you know something's coming, but you never know what it is.
It verges on the edge of being a little bit ridiculous as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, it stays. There's so too many coincidences.
Not necessarily that, but the way it's done sometimes as well. It's quite maybe tongue in cheek, or it's quite gangstery all the time, or it's London Wide Boys. You know,
I love it.
But it's also very clever in how he moves a story along in a movie, and I don't think he gets the praise that he probably deserves 100%. Because I think people in the film industry, you know, there's Quentin Tarantino that does things his way, and he's acclaimed as you know the great, one of the greatest out there.
He is sick, but I know what you mean.
But I think that Guy Ritchie is someone in time that will potentially be remembered as someone. Hopefully, I think, or people will hold him in a lot higher regard, because I just don't think they appreciate his movies just quite yet.
Yeah, 100%.
I think in 100 years' time, people
those will go down as great, like Hall of Fame movies and shit. Yeah. The thing is, they're smart in it to be able to bring the story back round the way he does. It's intelligent, man. It's hard because it always starts at a point you would think is the end. Yeah. But that's nowhere near the end. Yeah. You get me? Like it always starts like that, and you think when it's coming back around, you think, and then it carries on because that not what you think happened doesn't actually happen, and you're like, oh, hold on. Yeah. This is
it's clever. He's very clever.
I love it. And what we were saying after the movie, Hugh Grant fucking smashed it. His role in that was so sick. I loved it.
I said to you before the show, like I feel like, or no, I think I said it after. I was like, it's hard for someone like Hugh Grant that's always been cast in a proper English role.
Yeah.
And, Queen's
high society,
Queen's English.
That kind of person.
Would you like a cup of tea?
Pinky out.
That kind of stuff. And I would have never. I mean, I'm sure he's a brilliant actor, and I know he is now from watching this.
Yeah, man.
But I could have never pictured him playing this role.
He was wicked.
So magnificently.
So funny in that, man.
It was fantastic.
His delivery on some of the one-liners was fucking wicked.
Play a fucking game with me.
Play a fucking game.
He was brilliant. He was
You're
one of the highlights.
You're going to pay me. Don't want to ruin it for anyone that hasn't seen it, so I'm not gonna finish that. But he was fucking sick, man. He was we said this as well afterwards. There were points in that movie where only you and me were laughing at stuff. Yeah. Everyone was silent and it was just you and me dying at stuff. And I just think, most people, do they not pay attention? Do they not know what's...
I don't think it's that. I think they're just maybe scared. Not scared, that's the wrong word.
Embarrassed?
I don't want to say embarrassed either. I don't think that's the right word. I just think they're conscious.
If it's funny, it's funny.
And that's where we come from. Like, we have that energy, but I don't think people necessarily... I think people are too aware of themselves in a quiet environment like that. Yeah, so they don't... I mean, my laugh's dreadful.
Same. When I laugh properly, it's fucked.
So, but I don't give a shit. Like, if I find it funny, I laugh.
Can't
help it.
You want to hold it in... Give yourself a fucking throat ache.
But this is also what leads me into like another kind of pet peeve, is when you put a movie on with someone, and me and you would either sit there, watch it in its entirety, rarely picking up the phone to pay much attention to the phone. If I'm watching a movie, I'll check my phone for the time.
If it lights up, you have a look to see what it is. If it might be important, you have a quick look. If it is, you reply. If it's someone that can wait for a response. If it's your mate saying, yo, what are you saying? That can fucking wait. You don't need a fucking response right away. Yeah. And then the worst people are the ones that message you, and then because you don't reply, they ring you. Yeah. And it's like, you fucking rat. I didn't reply because I'm doing something. It pisses me off. Nah, yo, that's not just yours. That's mine. I hate that. Yeah. I hate that. You know what it is? Most people don't appreciate good movies. Like The Irishman, I don't think gets the credit it deserves, because most people can't sit there and watch a fucking movie without constantly sitting on their phone. Yeah. Most people... Aaron, I hope you listen to this. He watches stuff, but because he's obsessed with his Instagram and texting, this guy misses so much, and then he messages me about shows afterwards, and then I say, but it happened in the show, and then he goes, I didn't hear it. I know he sends it in a text, but I read his text in his voice. It's just fucking...
Grace is a little bit like that, in the sense that we're watching a movie and it's like the Joker movie. I watched it with her the other day.
Yeah, you were saying, what a movie.
And I said to her before the movie, I said, please. And I'm not like going in hard on her here.
No,
like,
but
she checks the phone, but she always seems to check her phone at the wrong frigging time. And I always catch my eye and I'm like, Grace, you need to be because I'm so like into a movie when I'm watching it, and I pick up on all the little, especially a movie like Joker, where
you need to be paying attention,
and you don't necessarily have to know anything about the comic book world behind it to enjoy it.
That's the good thing about it. It's done so well that sometimes there's no words, but you need to see his facial expressions. Like, there was one bit that when we were watching it, I think it's when he's walking out of the tunnel after he's just ditched the feds, And we were like, he looks fucking angry. We both said like, and that was just the score playing and him walking.
Yeah.
And that was for a good like 15 seconds, and it was epic. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff like if you look away, you won't catch that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was just such a powerful movie.
Yeah, man.
That I wanted her to get everything from it that I got from it.
Get full benefits of it.
And when I kept myself quiet on so much because I wanted her to enjoy it without me almost spoiling it for her.
Look!
And telling her, and it was only through certain points where I knew that there'd be no more, like, so you know when it kind of shows you, spoiler alert, it shows you him with his neighbour through certain events, and then it does the flashback where she's actually not there.
Yeah.
And then she looks at me, and I'm like, I realise that she's not got it in it. So then I'll say, it's in his head. Like,
oh, okay.
You know, like
that never happened.
Yeah, and then she's like, and then her heart breaks for him, and she actually gets the feeling that I got, but without kind of getting it at the time that it was shown, and then.
But at least she wasn't on her phone the whole time. At least that's the case. So, I mean, if it's the occasional message, I can put up with that. It's when people live on their phones.
No, don't
the
get me
worst
wrong,
is when
she's not
someone
like
suggests to put a movie on and then they don't look away from their phone. It's like, motherfucker, this was your idea. You knob. That's the worst. That one gets me. And you know what else gets me? My sister does this.
It's a movie you don't want to watch as well.
My sister is an expert at doing this.
Go on.
Just put a movie on. I look at her, I look at the time, and I go, you sure? She goes, yeah. Put it on. The credits haven't even finished. I look over and she's knockout.
It's falling asleep.
I used to wake her up. You know what I do now? I just switch everything off and go to bed and leave her here.
Yeah.
Leave her down. I don't wake her up anymore. And then she wakes up in the middle of the night. And everyone knows that that's the worst. When you wake up downstairs in the middle of the night with all the lights off, it's the scariest shit.
To be fair, like, I'm not going to lie, there's something about hearing the noise of a TV when you're tired. Like, if I'm watching a movie...
I can't sleep without sound.
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say.
I need sound, innit?
And Grace says this a lot, like, because she falls asleep on the sofa as well, but, like, it's not an issue for me because we're not watching anything that she'll probably enjoy anyway when it's that point at night. But, she falls asleep and I tell her, babe, just go to bed. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, like, trying to get rid of her or anything, but I'm like, you look really uncomfortable laying where you're laying on the sofa. Like, just go and get in bed. Like, it's fine, I'll come up in half hour or whatever, or I'll finish this and then come up. And she's like, it's really nice down here. Like, she enjoys listening to something while she's sleeping and napping. And don't get me wrong, like, I've done it, like, when I can't sleep sometimes, I put earphones in, listen to a podcast, and then I'll knock out within 5 minutes. It's brilliant.
I've downloaded this app. It's a meditation app.
Yeah.
So what I do is I use it more when I'm having trouble getting to sleep in it. So it takes you through breathing exercises. Yeah. And you're supposed to lie down and run through these breathing exercises. And it works, man. I'll be honest with you. She does this. The woman's got a nice soothing voice. I'm going to try it, but it's going to be nowhere near as good. But she'll be like, breathe in through your nose for 6 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's so sick. And you go with it, yeah? People laugh at stuff like that. Like, I mean, you're laughing because of how I do it. People laugh at stuff like that generally, yeah? But trust me, give it a go, innit? Don't knock it. Because I used to think it was bullshit. And then I thought, you know what? I'm going to try it. And trust me, man, it's sick.
Yeah.
Because what it does is the app I got is called Oak. You have to pay for all these additional things, but I don't need the additional things.
Yeah.
So you put it on and you set it to 30 minutes and it plays like you pick the sound it plays in the background. So I pick like waves in the ocean. So rather than rain, because rain I sit up and look out the window. So I pick waves or like fire crackling. Okay. Something like that. And it's got a couple of sounds to pick from, and that's in the background while she's talking. And then when she finishes, she goes, now continue. And then she stays quiet. And then after a couple of seconds, you go, 1, 2, 3. It's sick, man. It works. So give it a try. I recommend that. If you have trouble getting to sleep, but you got to do it. Like, if you're going to do it, you got to fully get into it. Innit? Like, don't check your phone after 2 minutes. This isn't you. This is generally. Don't check your phone after 2 minutes to see if it's worked and see what the time is. Don't do that. Just set it to 30 minutes. Put it aside. put your phone on Do Not Disturb or something, set your alarms or whatever, and then just lie down, shut your eyes, and get into it. It's good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good. I was impressed.
I'll get it going.
Yeah, I was well impressed. Oak.
Yeah.
Oak.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've got a reminder. It goes on at 11 o'clock every day. It says don't forget. It basically it's a notification. It comes up on your home screen and it just has like a quote about how to relax and stuff. Sick, man. Good
Nice.
app. Good app. Hold tight, Oak. You got smashed it.
That's peace of mind. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice, man. It's nice. It's good relaxation. And then it's just got so it's got exercises for the morning as well. So when you wake up, to help you wake up. I'll be honest with you, I'm really bad at that one because I tend to wake up late all the time, so I don't
have time.
Because you have to, obviously, like I said, you have to get into, so you have to allow yourself a few minutes to, and there's breathing exercises that help you wake up. I've done it once or twice, and I mean, I think it helped, but I've not done it enough times to notice a real difference in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, give it a go. It's got relaxation ones, not to put you to sleep, just to help you clear your mind and stuff. And then that one, she talks to you like, clear your mind. Imagine yourself on an ocean, or whatever it is. I don't know what she says, but...
And breathe.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. It's sick, man.
It's almost a little bit robotic, that voice.
It is, but I mean, it's alright, and it's just soft enough. I mean, you'd rather have that than Microsoft Sam, innit? 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'll give it a go.
Like the hold voices.
Your call is important to us. No, it fucking isn't, you lying knobhead.
Please select 1.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
3.
For queries, select 1.
Yeah.
That's my favourite when it does that.
The dead tone numbers and it's not 1, 2, 3. They go different on the numbers.
Yeah, so they'll talk
3.
Yeah.
4.
5. Imagine that was your job, just recording the voicemail thing.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, state your name after the beep.
Crazy.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Please say your name after the beep. And it's like, them things stress me out. I just start smashing star, hoping that I go through to someone.
Yeah. We are putting you through to someone.
Your call is my worst. The one that gets me is, your call is important to us. Or the one that goes, you are now number 1 in the queue.
Yeah. And you've been 1 for time.
Yeah, you've been 1 for 40 minutes. You think, who the fuck? No one's got 3 for 40 minutes. Are you having a laugh?
Just getting more and more vague on
And you know what the worst thing is? A lot of these call centre type places, yeah, when you ring them, they're making it so it's harder and harder to speak to someone. Sometimes you can't express what you want to say through buttons. You need to format it. You get me? You need to talk. Yeah. And it becomes almost, there's one, I can't remember, there's one place I ring quite often, and I can't remember who it is, but every time I select the option, it just says, go on the website, and cuts me off. Not like that, obviously, there's a whole message. And then I select a different option, and it says, go on the website, and cuts me off. And then I think, how the fuck? Then I just select anything, get through to someone, I go, I know this ain't the right place, but I need you to help me. Yeah. Don't put me in that queue, because I don't know what the hell to press. And then they're like, I'll press it through for you, and I'll put you through. I go, could you do a warm transfer, please? And they go, what? I said that to someone, can you do a warm transfer? And they go, what? And I was like, a warm transfer. And they go, what do you mean? And I was like, I go, do you not work in an office in a call centre? They go, yeah. I was like, you don't know what a warm transfer is? She goes, no. And I was like, basically, you transfer me, and before you just release my call, you introduce me to the person. They will take over. You wait for me to speak and confirm I can hear them, then you release the call. She goes, no, I've never done that. And I was like, okay, do that today, please. I was like, you fucking... I was like, what the fuck, man? I'm going to hold for time out, risking getting cut off again.
Innit?
Taking the piss.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, warm transfer, man. Ask for it. Tell them. Because as soon as you sound like you know what you're on about, they won't try to fuck about with you, innit?
Yeah.
That's always my trick. Normal, I go through and I go, I'm extremely angry, don't take this personal, but this company is taking the piss.
I hate the ones that say, and please tell us your issue. So then you have to think of, shit.
Basically, yeah, I'm not happy with this, yeah, you know what, yeah, I did this the other day, yeah, and he goes, thank you. And you're like, wait, I didn't even fucking finish, I didn't even get to it, man.
Not even that, but like, to get to the next menu, they want you to tell you the issue. So tell us briefly what you're calling about today.
Angry.
Phone not fucking working. Put me through to someone.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. So angry.
Angry.
Fucking.
No, don't get me wrong. We've both worked in call centres.
Yeah.
We are not like aggressive on the phone to
Nah,
anyone.
I do apologise to people when I get. Sometimes with some places they take the piss, and it's not their fault.
You're allowed to be annoyed.
Yeah.
On a phone call, it's not that. It's how you treat someone.
I have to reiterate a lot of times. No, sometimes I start with "Don't take this person." Sometimes I start with "Look, unfortunately, I'm extremely upset with the service, and you're the person that's answered the phone." That's what I start with sometimes, and they're like, "Oh," I go, "If you want, you can get a manager for me now, but I know how call centres work, and your manager's not going to take the call until you try and deal with it first. So here we go. You ready?" And normally they're like, I go, "What details do you need?" And they're like, and then I'm like, "Yeah, go on, go on."
You horrible bastard.
But you know what it is? When you're pissed off sometimes, and they're taking the piss, you have to do stuff like that to get. You know what I mean? Otherwise. Some places, I mean, I know it's not always intentional, but I feel like sometimes it takes the piss for so long that it feels intentional.
Yeah.
And that's when you start getting annoyed, innit?
Yeah.
It happened to me recently. I'm not going to obviously go into details, but it happened recently, and it took, for me to get my issue resolved, it took 4 months.
That's too long.
That's what I'm saying. And this wasn't 4 months of me leaving it with them. This was me weekly.
Yeah.
2-3 times a week, ringing them, saying, "What is happening? No one's updating me. What is happening?"
That's stupid.
And I think I was patient with them until I started going apeshit on the phone. Was
this your door?
Yeah. Obviously, I didn't want to get into it in case, the politics and that. But yeah, this was that issue, man. And it just wound me up to the point where every time they rang me, I was like, "What great news have you got for me now?" And they were like, basically, and I was like, "What, you cancelling the appointment again?" I could tell me when the next one is. Just hang up, man. I'm sick of fucking speaking to you. That's how I got. It got to that stage for me. I'm never that rude to people on the phone, innit? But it got to that stage. And then eventually, it fucking happened. They tried compensating me a small amount for the amount of time and fucking effort they wasted, the amount of time I spent on hold to these lot on the phone, ringing various places. They tried it with some bullshit little amount. And I went back to them and I said, "You are having a laugh." I went, "This is a joke, right?"
They got back to you since?
No.
They've still not got back to you?
No. Apparently their complaints procedure, the response time is between 7 to 14 working days so that they can investigate, etc.
How long has it been?
It's been about 3 weeks. I need to ring them for something anyway, so when I do eventually ring them...
Bring it up.
I am going to bring it up. But yeah, man.
Crazy.
Fucking hell, I got a bit passionate there.
Might lead into... next segment, which is
I hate to do this to you, but I need to go to the toilet again.
Oh my goodness me.
Sorry everyone,
you're leaving me again.
Sorry man, but it's, you know how it is, nature calls.
I'm just going to go straight in with the moans then.
Huh?
I'm just going to go straight in with the moans.
Yeah, start. Yeah. This is probably one of them.
Yeah, this is one of them, you're right, mate. So yeah, moans this week. I've got a big one. Don't want it to get heated. Don't want people to think that I've got a problem with rugby fans. I don't. My brother plays rugby. Obviously, I love him. And my granddad used to play for the Tigers before it was professional. So, not in any way do I have a bad opinion of rugby. What really fucks me off though is when rugby fans just kind of hate on football fans. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that the majority of football fans are... Well, I say the majority. That's probably harsh. There is a large number of football fans that are complete idiots. Absolute toolbags. I would argue that they are more hooligans than fans. But, there's clowns in every kind of... crowd, I guess you could say, what I don't like is the kind of judgment from rugby fans on football and football fans. I think it's, why can't we all just enjoy a game, regardless of what we think of our respective sports and how the games are refereed, or there's so much about how footballers fall over and make themselves look like fools, and how can you watch something like that, and da-da-da-da. Well, my argument to that, if you're going to be like that, is how can you watch a bunch of men rolling around in the mud with each other, chasing an egg. You know, if we're going to be like that, then we can all pass judgment on the other sport. It just really winds me up that these fans kind of get at football, and you know, there are issues in football, and I think most football fans would agree.
Fucking hell, it always takes the longest when you want it to be quick.
Jesus Christ, I felt like I'm dying here, bro.
No, sorry, man. I was trying, but fucking hell.
I'm going to have to explain again now, because I need you to get in on this, really.
Go on,
but my moan was about rugby fans and their opinions of football and football fans. So, like, not all rugby fans.
Yeah. We're never generalising.
I'm not generalising in that sense.
This isn't one of them shows.
But I kind of said that, you know, like, I've got no issue with rugby. I actually enjoy watching rugby. I watch not only the Six Nations, I watch Premiership rugby. I'm a big Tigers fan. I just told the guys, my brother plays rugby and my granddad used to play for the Tigers before it was professional. So, like, you know, my family's got a background in rugby, probably more than football. Up until my brother Sam, you know, he was at Sheffield Wednesday at one point when he was...
Football always takes over.
You know, and I obviously grew up with him, you know, as the next oldest brother, and I was looking up to him and wanted to be a footballer, so I got into football. But we've probably got more of a background in rugby than anything, and actually, I love the sport, so I've got no bad opinions of it.
Love rugby.
But what I don't like is when rugby fans say or take the piss out of football and football fans because how can you watch something where he's just falling over like that and they've got no respect for the referee and da-da-da-da. Well, yeah, no, they haven't, but it's still a great sport. Like, what does that matter? Like, I know no one wants to see it, and everyone that's a proper fan of football could probably do without it.
The diving shit.
The diving and the surrounding the referee and how much abuse the referee gets. I don't think anyone necessarily enjoys watching that.
No,
it just happens, and there's so much.
But there's
riding.
passion involved in it.
But yeah, this is what I'm saying, and I don't think rugby fans get it because, or the ones that we're talking about, not generalising again. Some might, and you know, it ain't one of them shows. But I think that they just have
they've got a certain perception of what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, and they can't necessarily see past that. It's a good game no matter what. Yeah, it's you know,
look, football. I mean, if you know me, you know football. I fucking love it. I don't watch it as much now because I mean I don't find it as enjoyable as I used to. A lot of stoppages annoy me. Everything's a foul now. I mean, it's I mean in the way it's going, it looks as though it's just going to become a non-contact sport, and I don't like that because there has to be contact. I mean, look when we play. Like, if I'm playing against you, if you catch my foot, I'm not going to go down. I carry on, because to me, it's not a foul. You didn't go for it. You went for the ball and I skipped away. If you caught me, you caught me. It could be a foul, but I mean, if I don't have to go down, I'm not going to go down, innit?
I think this is what I was just trying to explain, was that I don't think rugby fans understand how much rides on a game of football.
Look at what happened to Woodward, man. Yeah, his house they dashed flares or something at his yard. Well, that's just, I mean, the path that describes how people feel about it, isn't it? It's madness.
I think, the passion, but I think it's also like you look at a player's win bonuses compared to that of a rugby player, and how much TV rights matter to games on football and compared to that of rugby. And you know, not just contracts and not just TV rights, but basically in the world of football, however far up you... And it's the same in rugby, don't get me wrong, but however far up the table you finish means you get more money or less money.
Yeah.
And it's the same in rugby, yes, potential. I don't really know the ins and outs of it like that, but I'm sure it's the same. You get a monetary value for your position in the league. There's fucking hundreds of millions riding on it. And even if you finish in the fucking... bottom three, you get parachute.
Right.
Yeah, but you do all right, and you also get parachute payments, which means that you get something like between 50 and 100 million when you go down.
That's ridiculous.
Which is not as much as
how
the person
much do they get
that's
when
winning
they come
it.
up then?
Like a lot of money, but the parachute payment is designed to you've basically got yourself to the Premier League it's kind of designed to help you get back there.
Yeah. That makes. You can see
it's an incentive
for
that club to carry on trying and striving because they always need teams to come up, and they need those teams to be competitive.
Cut Sheffield, man.
If those teams aren't competitive, which is, better for the game, arguably, it creates more drama within the game.
You need better teams. I mean, I always say you don't necessarily need the best players, but as long as you work as a unit, you can win any game, innit? Yeah. It's that kind of development, innit? It's making them better, man.
It's making the championship better by doing that kind of stuff, and that's the idea.
Sick fucking goals in that league. There were some absolute worldies in that league.
I do think it's terrible football.
Yeah.
From potentially the bottom half downwards.
Yeah, some of the games are sick. Some of them are dreadful.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
pitches and stadiums don't have anything to. They don't help, to be fair, on that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean that was my moan. I don't like it when you hear a rugby fan just bad mouthing football,
especially if they've never watched it.
Just because he doesn't like football, or it's not a man's sport.
Come on, man. You're allowed to not like stuff. No one's gonna be upset if you say you don't like it. You don't have to start just chatting shit in it. Yeah. Like, it's cool, innit, not to like stuff. If you're not into it, not into it.
I just said when you went for a piss. I said, if you're gonna go down that route, then I'll start saying stuff like, "Who wants to watch load of men rolling around in the mud together chasing an egg?" Like, I can go down that route as well, but I don't because I enjoy the sport.
Rugby's sick. I don't watch it much.
I'm a lover of sport.
Yeah, man. I'll watch
a
anything.
Game of cricket.
I can't watch cricket. It moves too slow for me.
I play golf. I could watch 4 days of golf.
Have you ever watched handball?
Yeah.
Yo, that shit is crazy, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
They do some acrobatics in that as well,
I wish you lot could see that move on video because that was epic. I just done a little move. But yeah, that's
some Dragon Ball
Gaelic football is. I don't understand it. I watch it. I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, that's strange as well.
That one, if someone could explain to me how that game works, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how it works. Have you ever
watched Aussie Rules, the football Aussie rules?
That's where they can pick it up
and punt it forward.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And throw it forward and throw it back and
tell you what's underrated to watch: darts championships, the darts tournaments.
I'm not that into darts.
Nor am I. But watch the tournaments. The crowd is mad because they're all pissed.
Yeah.
As soon as anything happens, that's what you hear. Everyone going fucking nuts. You see beer flying everywhere. And then 180, and everyone loses their shit. Oh, it's sick.
I've watched it like when I was younger at my nan's house because she's into pool. Like snooker, sorry.
Yeah, snooker. I like watching snooker.
And don't get me wrong, I'm into that because of her, but I can't watch darts because when it was on, like, she weren't really interested in it. It was my granddad, but I just couldn't fucking stand it. I just thought,
this makes me laugh.
I ain't into this. But I do like the announcer.
It's just the atmosphere.
The announcer though is the one because they go from doing. You just did it, but they go from going 180.
24.
And then they go 44.
Yeah, man, I love it.
They just do like, and it's much like the tone on the hold music or whatever. Yeah, 1, 2, like they just have this range of.
I love it.
Excitement in the scores.
It's
and
so
that's
fun
the best
to watch,
part
man.
of it.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to do because I've tried playing darts, but I don't watch it for the darts really. I watch it for everything else that's going on, and I like to see. It's fun to see that the guys that are in the better shape are shit at darts.
Yeah.
The guys that hit the gym regular are shit at darts. Like, obviously they've made the championship, they're not that bad, but they're not going to win it. No one expects the guy in good shape to win it. Everyone expects the guy with a fat fucking beer belly. Like Phil the Power Taylor.
Yeah.
Bad man. He won like some ridiculous 13 or something. He won.
He's arguably one of the best. Yeah.
He's the GOAT, innit? The dart GOAT.
Yeah.
GOAT dart.
I thought you said dark.
No. He's the dart GOAT.
The dart GOAT.
Yeah, man. You know what I saw today that I didn't quite understand, and I might be wrong about this, but this is just based on my experience. You know those? I wrote down what it's called. You know, in town you get those BT in-link things, that little box thing.
Like the green box?
No, it's just like this little. It's not even a box. It's like a it's just like it looks like an advert, but basically on the side of it, somehow or the other, I don't know how it works. You can make calls, and I see people making calls on it. Yeah, okay. I don't see anybody using them except for guys that fit the people that fit the description of crackheads, or people that fit the description of drunks. I don't see anyone that just looks like an everyday person, without, bare shit going on, using those things ever. And I don't understand what they're for. Are they for those particular people? Are they for homeless people? Because if it's a scheme to help homeless people get some sort of aid if there's trouble, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
But I never see people that seem to be homeless using it.
Yeah.
I only ever see people that look like crackheads or alcoholics.
Okay.
And it's just the maddest thing, because they have conversations out loud, because however it works, they ring someone and then you hear him, I'm fucking clocked out, and it's just shut the fuck up, man, you dickhead. But yeah, no, that's all you hear. Guy, just pissed out his face on a call, or you see people that are like on Spice making a call and tipping over. It's fuck. I never see any other types of people using them, innit?
Spice stuff.
It's crazy, that in-link thing. I saw it again today, and I saw 3 of those in-link things, and all 3 times it was guys that looked like that. And I just thought, what is this? What is this? What is this? What the deuce?
You got any moans? I know you had one saved from last week, I think.
Yeah. So there was another one today that I thought of, but just I'm gonna go to this one. So obviously, if I enjoy a good moan about stuff. I think everyone knows that. But this one, how the weather's been really bad right now.
Terrible.
All the people that cry about the sunshine in summer. You motherfuckers that cry about the free sunshine we get and then go and pay hundreds of pounds to go to Dubai. You stupid dumb fucks, yeah? Those people, I hope you're fucking happy. I hate those people, I will, unless they're related to me or have to see them very often, I will cut you off for saying dumb shit like that. How can you not enjoy the sunshine?
Yeah, no, that...
It's good vibes. People are generally in a better mood when the sun's out. Have you never noticed that?
People love the summer. I love the summer.
It's not all people. Some people, I hate the sun. I wish it was cold. And when it gets
cold,
cold,
it's wishing it's cold.
I know about 4 people. I'm not going to name them. I want to, but I'm not gonna.
See, I'm the type of person that would enjoy knowing whether it's just going to be one or the other.
Same.
So if we were
just pick.
If we were here living through 12 months of winter, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
I know what I'm expecting.
Yeah.
I know what equipment I've got to fucking get to get through.
Yeah.
Because I live in a fucked up place. Equally, if it was all summer or all sunny,
you wouldn't be buying big jackets.
It would be blessed because I'd know what to expect. But
even now, we got our seasons. We know there's a hot period that comes, and because we're in England, mainly a cold period.
Yeah.
We know that. I mean, I'm not particularly keen on the cold, but I don't sit here complaining about it because although I don't like the cold, I love a big jacket.
Yeah.
I've got a nice little collection of just massive jackets that are just unnecessarily big. Not big for me, they fit, but they're just huge.
Yeah.
So, I love those, but I would much rather have the sunshine.
Yeah.
Like, if I could pick, it'd be the sunshine. Like, if I was to move countries, I'd preferably go somewhere hot, although I love Canada.
Yeah.
And I know there's areas of Canada that get quite a bit of sun. I'd want to move to that side, but apparently, from what I hear, those sides are like the rednecky side. So they're like the side of Canada. So
yeah, no.
But obviously, I don't know how true that is.
A lot of Canada's cold.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I love Canada. I think Canada's the way it's ran. The people there seem to be. You don't hear much from them. I like that, and it tends to be just. Yeah. This is just cool, and it tends to be just cool. They got a cool guy in charge. What's his name? Trudeau, yeah. He's
Justin Trudeau.
Yeah.
Whether that's how you say it or not, I'm not sure. But
yeah, I mean, I'm saying that Trudeau.
Yeah.
Trudeau. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, fucking those people, bro. You people don't speak to me, innit? You fucking.
Lock off.
Yeah, and then you know what? I'm gonna name one of them Shiva. Yeah, when he fucking does it, he complains about the sun.
He's not a sun complainer, is he?
He's a sun complainer,
but shaved his
he wants to go on holiday to fucking Barcelona.
A few fucking weeks.
He wants to go on holiday to Barcelona though. I said to him, if you don't like the sun, why are you paying money to go to the sun? That's because he wants to take sexy pictures in the sun and that on the beach. Shiva, you cunt. But, yeah, those people annoy me, man. I won't cut Shiva off because he's my mate and that, you know, but I will constantly remind him how stupid that fucking thing is.
Well, that's allowed.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's not, it's still happening. But, yeah, man, that's one of the things that, you know, annoyed me recently.
Got you.
Yeah, I don't even know why I thought of that. I think it's because the wind, I was outside and the wind blew and I felt like I got smacked in the face and I thought, how do people fucking complain about the summer? And then I thought, oh, you know what? It's going to be something I need to address.
I had someone come, this just going along moans, on the moan vibe. Someone came round today to, we're trying to sell our old bed frame on Gumtree. It's only up there for like 35 quid, if anyone's interested, by the way.
Yep. Look for bed frame.
But we've had it up there for a while. Someone's got in touch with us and said, got in touch with Grace anyway, because Grace put it up on hers, and it's lady, woman, girl, I don't know,
female.
Lauren or fuck knows what her name was.
Oh wait, I said female. We shouldn't class her until we know for certain.
Yeah, until she's qualified it.
Sorry, don't be offended, everyone.
But no, anyway, she's kind of said that she wants to come and buy it, and then she's organised someone to come over to today. And when I was in cooking dinner for Grace, she was on her way back from work, and Grace, she kind of rang me and said someone's coming over in like 10 minutes. I was like, yeah, cool, I'm here. I'm just cooking the dinner.
I'm available to speak to him.
And so I was expecting this lady and her friend to come. Obviously, I didn't know who the friend was, but that's fine. And then this bloke turned up.
What, mate? I'm the lady that contacted you.
I was like, the fuck? I was like, oh, are you the friend? And he was like, yeah, I'm the friend. I was like, okay.
He's like, what were you planning to do when you sold it, mate? What were you planning to
So we got upstairs, I showed him where it was, and we got the biggest part of the bed down first, just to see if it had fit in what he'd bought.
Yeah.
When he came to my door's obviously, it's on the side, it's not facing the...
but there's enough space there, man.
No, but what I'm saying is, it's all in bits anyway.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I didn't see his car or his vehicle that he had to take things. Yeah. I assumed that she'd
bring a reasonably sized...
She'd got a friend that had got a van, basically. Yeah. He came in his Vauxhall Severa.
Is that one of them 7-seaters?
Yeah.
Can you put the seats down on those?
Yeah, and he did, and it still didn't get in. His car wasn't wide enough, and I just thought...
What kind of idiot are you? Should have asked him.
It's a bed frame, man. And it's like a king size one as well. It's a big one, and it's like one of those. It's not a 4-poster, don't get me wrong, but it's like got a big footboard and a big headboard, and it's like a metal mesh kind of design, and it's massive, bro. Yeah. And the pictures, you can see on the picture because it's rested up against the wall how big it is. Because walls, roughly, are a certain height. You've been in enough rooms to know how tall walls are, and if something is pictured up against the wall, you take a picture of your clock right there. You know it's
perspective in it.
It's at the top of the fucking wall, so it's quite high up, right? Plus 7 foot at least.
But some people are just dumb.
It just wound me up.
I say some people. A lot of people are just dumb.
So he had to leave it. And I had to say to him, look, just tell her. We ain't in a rush to sell it, so just get appropriate transport and then come and pick it up another time. We'll keep it here, innit? We won't sell it to anyone else. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll tell her. Oh, fucking hell. Just bring a proper fucking vehicle next time, bro.
Do it right or don't do it at all.
That's what I'm saying.
Fucking hell.
You're going to do something, do it properly.
Yeah. You're taking no piss. That's stupid, man. I mean, why would... Even then, if you weren't sure the size from the picture, or she or whoever rang you, they could have asked you, it could have been a question, do you know roughly how big it is, mate?
Yeah.
And you would have said, it's about 7 foot. So
well, I could have measured it for them.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I got tape, I got a toolbox. You know what I mean?
They could have asked. It's a simple question. I would ask, how big is it?
Just frustrated me.
But, I mean, not everyone's smart like me.
No.
Smart.
Yeah. Clearly.
But what have we not covered? We've not covered any football today.
We've not.
Hasn't it? So lucky. We may as well get a bit of football in.
To be fair, there's not been much football.
There hasn't. I've just been trying to, because I've not really been looking at the football news much, but I've kind of been trying to look out for this whole Messi story. I know he's going to end up resolving it and staying at Barca. I don't see him leaving. But, I mean, it's just funny to see how all of a sudden loads of different clubs are interested. It's crazy how all of a sudden
how quickly you get fucking idiots on
crazy,
Instagram putting Messi in a different top and saying, where would he suit best?
And it's got the slide across ones.
Yeah, and you've got Bayern, you've got everyone. You literally, Real Madrid. You ain't going to go to fucking Real Madrid. Don't be stupid. Don't put him in a Real Madrid top. That's disrespectful. You fucking
I'll tell you what did happen, though, actually. Something did happen.
Go on.
The Milan derby.
Oh, yeah. I watched... internationally, there's been football, you know.
Yeah, I watched 60 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
And then I just whacked FIFA on for a bit. And then I got...
Then.
Yeah, I mean, paid off. Squad battle reward today.
Decent.
Got that Di Maria card, didn't I?
Yeah.
Sold that for a cheeky little bit. But, that game, Ibrahimovic, still a G. I don't give a shit. That guy is one of the best around. To be his age and still go in every league and killing it is not easy, innit?
Yeah.
That guy he's a sick guy. You know what it is? This is what I was saying to someone. I was saying the reason he's so good is because he genuinely believes he's the best in the world. And if you genuinely believe that, you will perform, innit?
Yeah, there's something called speaking it into existence.
Yeah.
You heard of that?
Yeah, exactly. That is exactly what he does.
If you say it, it will happen.
But he's been like that from everything we hear, he's been like that since the beginning.
Yeah.
Like when Arsenal apparently wanted to give him trials and he said, I don't do trials. They missed out on signing one of the best players to come about, you get me? So he still killed it. Even though they lost, he got a goal and assist, which is pretty decent. But, you know what I mean? He went there for free, did he?
Where to?
AC?
I think potentially his contract had run out. I don't remember there being a fee involved.
Yeah,
no.
he went America, conquered America, became a flipping sensation there. He was on Jimmy Fallon and all sorts, you know.
Yeah, he was. They warmed to him over there.
He's a sick guy, though. He's just the way he is. He's just bare funny, innit? He's got sick one-liners and that. But there was that Ronaldo, I think, bagged another goal or two. I saw the other day. PSG played Lyon. Neymar injury
on his birthday.
Quotations, everyone. Injured a week after his birthday, partying. Don't know how true that is. What else did I see?
Probably shagging his sister, mate.
Oh, that whole relationship is fucking booky. I bet he's boys with Trump.
Him, his mum, and his sister.
It's weird. Even some of the pictures you see that he puts up are odd, man. It's just, I mean, it's cool being close with your sister, but that is too fucking close.
Like, just if no one's ever seen one, like, check it out.
Just go on his Instagram. It's not even like you have to search.
They're just too close. They're just far too close. It looks wrong.
Yeah, it's weird. It's the kind of stuff you'd expect couples to be posing as. Like, it's weird, man. It's weird.
There's one, I think, where his mum's like laying on him or riding him.
I've seen one like that.
Or he's doing that with. It's really strange. It's almost like he's a child still.
Yeah.
You can see that. I think he's a magnificent footballer.
He is.
But I fucking hate him. I absolutely hate him because and what I don't like is, and I think Xavi maybe mentioned it when he was talking about Neymar, is that they were winning 5-0 one time and then he started doing rainbow flicks over this one guy and like started doing all the skills, and Xavi spoke to him after the game and said that wasn't right.
You don't do it to take the piss. You do it if you need to take him on or whatever.
You shouldn't have done that, and it was, you didn't do it with the right intentions, kind of thing. And
you don't do it to take the piss. You play the game.
But he don't listen, and like he's gone.
He got booked for doing a rainbow flick over someone.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah,
that's stupid. I don't think you got booked.
No, that is stupid. But at the same time, like I feel like that kind of stuff is almost.
I don't think he was doing it to take the piss because I don't think they were winning by much.
No, but what I'm trying to say is it would be like someone trying to get someone to hit them by niggling at them, and then
go on then
they push them, and then that person gets booked because they've been pushed, but actually the ref didn't see that he was inside it. Yeah. It's kind of almost like a two fingers to the
it's provoking them, isn't it?
Exactly.
I think when you're taking that's the thing. You know, when I play, a lot of people think I'm doing it to take the piss. but I genuinely do stuff to create the space and actually play in it because I just want to win. I'm ruthless when I play. I want to win by as many as possible. I don't give a shit.
I think that footballers or people that know football will be able to tell the difference on whether someone's doing... Like, because you look at Ronaldo. Ronaldo does skills, but he doesn't...
he just takes people on, gets off, scores
but he doesn't do skills to take the piss. He does it to beat the man.
There's always... Yeah, he'll either beat the man, time wasting... But that's... To be fair, when he's doing it to time waste, he's doing it when the guy's nowhere near him. Yeah. He's just fucking about with it. As soon as the guy gets near him, he plays it away.
Yeah.
That's because when you're doing all that shit, they don't know when you're going to kick it, so they slow down and it allows a bit of time in it. Because I've done that kind of nonsense a couple of times and had been wiped the fuck out. Just like, fuck.
I do think that you can tell the difference when someone's genuine with it and when someone's just taking the piss. And the feeling that I get when I watch him is that he's super gifted. And he's super talented.
If he just concentrated on just playing.
Just playing football, yeah.
Do it, it's fine, but just play. Just do it and pass it, or do it and shoot, do it and do,
There's too much frill and fluff with him.
Yeah, like sometimes he takes touches, the way he does it, you don't need to do it like...
Yeah.
It could be just control, like off a ball on the ground, but he'll decide to like get on his knees and hit it with his bum or something and then get up, and you don't need to do that. Just play the fucking game.
He's one of the worst for going down as well and pretending.
Bruh.
I couldn't do with him in my team.
I rate him. I think he's a sick player, same as you, but I couldn't have him in my team.
Yeah.
Also, one thing I want to say to you, I think we might have spoke about this, but you know how there's all this Kylian Mbappe to Liverpool? I was speaking to, I can't remember who it was, someone's a Liverpool fan, and they said... I hope he comes. I go, yeah, okay. I went, okay, just say he turns up. Who are you dropping?
Yeah. I
went, from that front three, it's got to be one of the wide ones.
Jan, who I used to work with, I've spoken about him before, he said that we should get rid of Salah to make way for him.
Everyone would rather get rid of Salah. When I force people into picking, they say, me personally, Mane's the best player in the Premier League. I would keep Mane.
Yeah.
I rate Salah. I think he's sick. I think the way he behaves, everything's sick. He plays the game well.
He goes missing in some games though.
Mane is the most consistent player.
Yeah. And
he is sick.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, I always ask people, like, who would you drop? Because I would keep Mane.
Yeah, no, I'm exactly the same.
Yeah.
But it's just strange to hear that coming from a Liverpool fan that loved him so much last year, and it just seems like a very quick turnaround for them to go, I'd drop him for Mbappe. But would Mbappe do...
Really and truly, they shouldn't get Mbappe because that front three works so well, man. Yeah. Why would you disrupt that?
I don't think it'd happen.
Origi is the ultimate sub for that front three. He can go anywhere on that front three, and you know what? When he comes off the bench, he's a good impact player, man. Yeah, but not much has happened in football other than that. We somehow managed to take that into something else. But yeah,
I just got one last thing I wanted to finish on.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were into any of these when you were younger, but coming across some of I think it's mostly the stuff that we search on Google that comes up in ads anyway.
Yeah.
And I saw an advert for Cartoon Network.
Yo.
And I saw it for Ed, and Eddie.
Yeah.
And then out of the blue...
with the hole in it. Yeah. Oh, I saw that the other day as well. Did I not send that to you? Oh, shit.
And then, randomly, out of the blue, I was watching a Family Guy episode, and he starts taking... He doesn't take the piss, but he was like... I don't know where it... Was it Family Guy, or was it American Dad? I'm not sure. But he's... In the episode, he starts singing the Cat Dog theme tune. Cat Dog.
Yeah.
Cat
Roger.
Dog.
Is it Roger?
No. I think it's actually Peter Griffin that sings the song. I believe
one of the greatest characters on TV.
But Cat Dog, and then he's like, where would the cat and dog piss and shit and and then I was like, shit, I've got to look at some of these 90s and 80s kind of cartoons that
Cat Dog was sick. I Am Weasel.
Mate,
Cow and Chicken.
I was going to put I Am Weasel on my list. My list here is Cat Dog, Cow and Chicken.
Sick.
Cow and Chicken was brilliant, mate. Absolutely brilliant. We've got Animaniacs.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Animaniacs was sick.
Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah, definitely.
Ed, and Eddie.
Yeah.
Dexter's Lab.
One of the best.
Johnny Bravo.
Yeah. Yeah, Johnny Bravo.
Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah.
And then Fairly Odd Parents.
Sick.
Like the
Fairly Odd Parents.
Fairy Godparents.
Yeah, Fairly Odd Parents was sick.
And I was just
Remember
reminiscing.
The Adventures of Billy and Mandy, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy?
No, I don't
That
remember
was sick.
that one.
That was sick.
But no, it was just a bit of nostalgia. Anyway.
Yeah, I love that. I still watch some of them old ones, man.
Bit of nostalgia to finish on. So
Yeah.
that's all, folks. Thanks for
that's-
listening again.
It's the one for today, everyone.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed it.
Thanks again for all the love on social media and all the views on
Check
YouTube.
out Fact Friday and Crackpot Monday on YouTube. There should hopefully be quite a bit coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. Lots more for you guys to enjoy. So
know this.
thanks again, guys.
Yeah,
Take
man.
it easy.
Peace out. May the force be with you in that.
Peace.
Yeah.